most dentists believe collections minus expenses equal practice profit. Well, that's not true. That is wrong. So the practice profit is collections minus doctor provider compensation. So here's how the ADA, when they talk about their statistics for overhead, and the number that I hear bandied about most frequently is 73%. And so 73%, well, generally that's a combination of the profit and the doctor compensation. It's doctor take-home pay. But if that doctor weren't in that office working, right, what would the profitability be? Zero, right? So you'd have to pay someone to go in and pay, right? And so you have to include doctor compensation in the formula. So the doctor's personal income is really wages plus profits, okay? So here we go, another question. Which is better, wages or profits? Yeah, very good. Everybody said profits because profits happen whether it's your labor or someone else's labor, right? So when we started to crack this code early on, I realized that everything that comes out of hygiene, right, is profits, right? So if we get our hygiene performing really, really well, that drives up our profits, right? So that was one of my first realizations, was that hygiene is important. And I hear so many experts and gurus talking about hygiene. It's a lost leader. Don't pay attention to it. It's, it's a pain in the neck, blah, 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 blah. It keeps the patients from doing restorative work because they spent all their money in hygiene. What a load of crap that is. All right, so let's go to our profitability formula. These circles are from our friends at Dental Intel. And this is their concept. I've adapted it a little bit, but this is their concept. And this is the formula: visits times production per visit times collection percentage minus overhead equals wages and profits. Right? Simple, pretty simple formula. Right? Doctor take-home pay, this is it. Visits plus production per visit times collection percentage minus overhead. What I see very, very frequently, and what I was trying to do, I was trying to improve my profitability by spending a lot of time trying to drive down my overhead. What I know now is that overhead is very hard to drive down, right? But production is really relatively easy to raise. We're going to talk about how you do that. I'm going to give you 24 points of a formula that you can use to do each one of these things. So when it comes to visits, these are the 7 things. Basically, you really put in pretty much order of difficulty. Fixing the phones is a huge thing. People don't understand how little of the incoming calls they capture. And when I say calls, I really mean contacts, because now people are texting to the office, they're going on web chat, and they are emailing. And so we get contacts from a lot of different places. How well are we capturing all of those? And then how well are we converting them to appointments? Right? So there's 7 there. Here's another 6. Production per visit. Ways to raise that. The easiest one, same-day dentistry. Maximizing that has a huge impact. Increased fees helps. We know that that doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to get more in reimbursement for people that take insurance, but we do have non-insurance patients, and it may affect insurance reimbursement. So collection percentage, improving that. These are the 7 things that we focus on. These are the 7 things that we improve. And again, they're not simple, but they're not that hard either. And reducing overhead, I look at that as kind of the last thing. Once you've figured out how to become more productive, that's the time to really hit overhead, because production fixes everything.